Good morning po. Kami po ang Group 1 at ang topic po na i-discuss namin for today is the living in the information age. Information age. It is defined as a period starting in the last quarter of the 20th century when information became effortlessly accessible through publications and through the management of information by computers and computer networks. It is also known as the computer age, digital age, or new media age. Ang information age o mas kilala bilang computer age, digital age, or new media age ay ang kasalukuyang panahon kung saan ang mga informations ay malawak o matatagpuan at makikita sa iba't ibang network platforms. In this era rin po, ang mga informations ay mabilis na itatransmit o na-disseminate due to the increasing access to the technology. For example po, mabilis po tayong nai-inform o mabilis po natin nalalaman yung mga news or happenings sa paligid natin dahil sa mga napapakinggan natin sa radyo, napapanood sa TV, or nakikita or nababasa natin sa social media gaya ng Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Next slide. Marami pong computer historians na nagsasabi na nag-start daw po ang information age noong nagsimula yung work or discovery ni Claude Shannon. He was an American electronic engineer and mathematician known as the father of information theory. He is famous for having founded information theory with one landmark paper published in 1948. He is also credited with founding both the digital computer and digital circuit design theory in 1937. As a 21-year-old master's degree student at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, dahil po sa innovation na ginawa ni Shannon, it credited as the advance na nakapag-transform ng circuit design or yung tinatawag po nilang from art to science, which remains the basis for circuit and chip design to this day. Next slide po. Influences of the past on the information age. Next. During the Renaissance, people began to write realistic books and not just religious stories. People's mindset about themselves changed. It was no longer about what humans could do for themselves. This way of thinking is called humanism. During a period of social and technological innovation in Europe called the Renaissance, nagsimula po yung tinatawag nilang communication revolution. Nakasentro po ito sa printing press which allowed people to share ideas, makipag-communicate and express themselves more often and more efficiently po. Yung invention po ni Gutenberg na printing press ay kilala sa era na ito. Ano po ba yung invention ni Johannes Gutenberg to change the world? The type of mechanized printing press that Johannes Gutenberg created in the 15th century made it possible for the first time in Europe to manufacture large numbers of books for relatively little cost. Next. The scientific revolution changed the modern era by introducing important scientists such as Galileo, Copernicus, and Sir Isaac Newton. Their discoveries paved the way for modern tools, inventions, and innovations. Next. The Industrial Revolution brought about major changes in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, transportation, and technology. This era had a profound effect on the social, economic, and cultural conditions of the world. Yung Industrial Revolution po ay nag-cause ng rapid urbanization or yung paglipat ng mga tao sa mga cities. Changes in farming, soaring population growth, and an ever-increasing demand for workers led masses of people to migrate from farms to cities. The most important of the changes that brought about the Industrial Revolution were the invention of machines to the work of hand tools, the use of steam and later of other kinds of power, and the adoption of the factory system. Paano nga ba nakatulong ang Industrial Revolution to make our lives easier? Rapid advances in the creation of steel, chemicals, and electricity helped fuel production, including mass-produced consumer goods and weapons. It became far easier to get around on trains, automobiles, and bicycles. At the same time, ideas and news spread via newspapers, the radio, and the telegraph. Next. Inventions and innovations of the information age. Discussed by Jerry Santos.
There were many different inventions that came about because of the information age, one of which was computer. The internet allowed people to access information with the touch of a button. Sa panahon na lang po ito, nakakakuha na tayo ng mga information gamit ang computer. Di ba po, noon, parang sa libro pa lang tayo nagkahanap ng mga information. Tapos, pero ngayon, isang enter mo lang, makakakuha ka na ng information. Pero a little reminder na hindi lahat na nababasa sa internet ay totoo. Next. Tim Berners-Lee created the World Wide Web. World Wide Web are the inventions that connected to the world. Why? Kasi kapag sinabi natin WW or World Wide Web, ito yung mga web pages na pwede natin ma-access using internet. Pwede ma-access ng mga tao sa buong mundo para makakuha ng mga information. Makikita rin po dito yung mga works ng isang tao through thoughts na pwedeng makita sa mga social networking sites like Facebook and YouTube. Steve Jobs, who has created the first effective personal computer called the Apple I. The Apple I was a huge advancement in computer sciences, and it carved the path for the computers we have now. Apple has created iPhone, iPad, iMac, and Apple TV. After po ng computers, ay pagdating naman po ng mga Apple I or tinatawag ni Steve Jobs na personal computer. Tulad ng iPhone or iPad na kahit saan mo dalhin at may internet ka, pwede kang makapag-search anytime, anywhere. Tinatawag na personal computer kasi po, ngayon hindi na po natin kailangan pumunta pa sa mga computer shops, which is na naranasan namin noon. Bill Gates, who founded Microsoft. Gates founded Microsoft, which creates almost everything that has to do with computers. Microsoft develops programs like Microsoft Office, Windows, and many others influential products. Microsoft, ito na po yung mga ginagamit na natin ng Microsoft Word, Excel, Publisher, PowerPoint, at madalas din po natin itong nilalagay o sinesave dito yung mga information na nakukuha natin at sinesave as a files.
Transistor. One set of the information age can be associated with the development of transistor technology. The concept of field effect transistor was first theorized by Julius Edgar Gilliland in 1925. Ang transistor po ay isang miniature semiconductor na kumokontrol sa daloy ng current o voltahe bilang isang karagdagan sa pagpapalakas at pagbuo ng mga electrical signal. The first practical transistor was the point contact transistor invented by the engineers Walter House in Britain and John Barden and Bell Labs in 1947. This was a breakthrough that laid the foundation for modern technology. Optics. Optical communication has played an important role in communication networks. Optical communication provides the hardware basis for Internet technology, laying the foundation for the digital revolution and information age. Sinasabi po dito, optical communication ay mahalaga sa network communication para magbigay at palakas ng Internet technology. In 1953, Brown Van Til demonstrated image transmission through bundles of optical fibers using transparent wire. Data. The first development for storing data were initially based on photographs, starting with microphotography in 1851 and then microfilm in the 1920s with the ability to store documents on film, making them much more compact. Ano daw, ever since ang way daw ng pag-record ng data is through photographs. For microphotographs noong 1851 to microforms noong 1920. Sa tulong daw ng microforms, nakakapag-record ng mga data through films. The first commercial hard disk drive, the IBM 350, was shipped in 1956.
Computers. Before the advent of electronics, mechanical computers like the analytical engine in 1837 were designed to provide computers na ginagamit po natin ngayon na hindi lang po for mathematical computations, kundi po para sa mga science or iba pa po mga bagay. Military needs during World War II drove development of the first electronic computers based on vacuum tubes, including the Athenos of Berry computer or ABC computer, Colossus computer, and ENIAC. The invention of the transistor enabled the era of mainframe computers from 1950s to 1970s, typified by the IBM 360. Dahil po sa military noon, para po maka-invent po sila ng mga katulad po ng mga armor, ganun po. Para po maka-invent sila, mas dinevelop po nila yung computers para po sa pangangailangan nila. Katulad po ng mga, doon na po na-invent yung Z3 at yung ABC computer and Colossus computer. First programmable computer, the Z1. Yung Z1 po, na-invent po siya ni Conrad Zuse noong 1936 to 1939. Dinevelop niya ito kasama yung mga kaibigan niya. Doon lang po sa living room ng kanilang parents. Tapos po, nagko-consist lang po siya ng 22 bytes po. Tapos po, yung original name po ng Z1 ay V1 na ang meaning po ay Versace model. V1 po. Na ang ibig sabihin po ay meaning ay experimental model 1. After ng World War II po, in-rename po yung Z1 para po hindi maguluhan yung mga tao dahil po meron pong isang name ng flying bombs na tinatawag na V1. At ano po, nasira din po pala yung Z1 nung ano ba yun? Nasira po yung Z1 sa palagiang gera noong mga panahon ng sa Berlin. Next po, first electronic programmable computer, the Colossus. Ang Colossus po ay na-develop noong 1943. Yung main purpose po ng Colossus computer ay para lang po ma-decode yung mga informations and messages sa Lorentz cipher. Yung Lorentz cipher po, yun po yung machine na ini-encode po yung mga informations sa mga military, yung ginagamit po ng military. Next.
Small-scale experimental machine or the baby. The Manchester Baby, also called the small-scale experimental machine, was the first electronic stored program computer. It was built at the University of Manchester by Frederick C. Williams, Tom Gilbert, and Geoff Tothill, and ran its first program on 21 June 1984. Electronic Controls Company. Electronic Controls Company designs, manufactures, and markets emergency lighting and audible warning equipment. The company offers beacons, light bars, mini bars, directional lights, work lamps, auxiliary lighting equipment, backup alarms, camera system, and accessories. Univac 1101 or ERA 1101. The 1101 was one of the first commercially produced computers. The era's first customer was the US Navy. The 1101 was designed for high-speed computing and stored 1 million bits on its magnetic drum, one of the earliest storage devices.
For additional information po, in 1822, si Charles Babbage po ay tinuturing na father of modern computer. Charles Babbage, yung Babbage po ay B-A-B-B-A-G-E. Dahil siya po yung nag-conceptualize about sa analytical engine for mathematical calculation. Although hindi po na-build yung project na ito dahil tinigil po yung pagbibigay ng funds nung paggawa po ng project na yun. And Nabuild din po yung analytical engine po ng idea ni Charles Babbage, pero po iba na po yung nagawa.
Next po is Whirlwind machine. It is the first computer with RAM or the random access memory. Random access memory po is a computer's short-term memory kung saan dito po yung i-store yung mga data. Whirlwind machine, funded by the Office of Naval Research and the U.S. Air Force, Whirlwind was a large-scale digital machine that was among the first to tackle the use of high-throughput calculation for real-time problems like aircraft simulation and air traffic control. The TX0 or the transistorized experimental computer is the first transistor computer. The TX0, referred to as TIX-O or TIX-O, was an early fully transistorized computer and contained a then huge 64K of 18-bit bursts of magnetic core memory. Construction of the TIX-O began in 1955 and ended in 1956. The IBM 5100 is the first laptop or portable computer. It is weighing approximately 50 pounds and size is slightly larger than an IBM typewriter. The 5100 portable computer was announced by the company's General Systems Division or the GSD in September 1975. The portable computer was intended to put computer capabilities at the fingertips of the engineers, analysts, statisticians, and other problem solvers. Next is the IBM PC, or the first IBM personal computer. The computer was codenamed Accord. It revolutionized business computing by becoming the first PC to gain widespread adoption by industry. The IBM PC was widely copied or cloned and led to the creation of a vast ecosystem of software, peripherals, and other commodities of use with the platform.
Oral communication. Oral communication is the process of verbally transmitting information and ideas from one individual or group to another. It can be either formal or informal. So, hindi naman na po tayo bago dyan at alam naman na po natin kung anong ibig sabihin niyan. Examples, casual conversations, phone conversations, video conferences, one-on-one meetings, group meetings, and formal meetings. Written communication. A written communication means the sending of messages, orders, or instructions in writing through letters, circulars, manuals, reports, telegram, office memos, bulletins, etc. It can be ink or digital. Examples, instant and text messages, emails, reports, slide decks and summaries, meeting agendas and minutes, paper and digital documents.
Advantages of the information age. Education. Through the introduction of the information age, primarily the internet, students have more effective way of studying. In comparison to the past where only books were available to students, this makes it more effective for students to learn. From a teacher-centered, the focus is now on student-centric learning approaches. Kung dati po ay blackboards and chalks and pens po yung ginagamit natin sa pag-aaral, ngayon pwede na po tayo gumamit ng mga devices tulad ng laptops, tablets, and cellphones. Many communication services like texting, email, and social media developed and the world has not been the same since. People learn new languages easier and many books have been translated into different languages so people around the world can become more educated. Next. Communication. In the information age, we have to send, receive, and process huge numbers of messages every day. But effective communication is about more than just exchanging information. Information in the primary information age was handled by newspapers, radio, and television. The secondary information age was developed by the internet, satellite televisions, and mobile phones. Communication today is instantaneous with the help of social media, emails, and messaging. Text messaging. We can send a message and receive a response in seconds. Digital communication also allows us to share photos, videos, and stories instantly. Technology has changed how businesses market, operate, and interact with employees. Next. Entertainment. The way we have entertained ourselves has changed because of the information age. We can now watch TV shows, films, play video games, and listen to music. The media and entertainment industry is driven by technology. This includes everything from cutting-edge special effects developed for movies and then adapted across other industries, to streaming media, virtual reality gaming, and new delivery channels for news, music, and advertising. It has changed the way the entertainment is viewed, consumed, and also the way in which it is received. Many years ago, entertainment was primarily enjoyed in real time and live. Now we are able to watch things live and also watch replays of entertainment thanks to the provision of the internet.
Disadvantages of the information. Easy access to data makes us intellectually and physically lazy. Entertainment often abused. Divided attention and short attention span of children and adults alike. Fake news, unregulated use may damage our social life. Yung sa number one po, yung sa atin, hindi na po tayo madalas nakaka-build ng sarili nating opinion dahil po rely na lang po tayo sa internet ng mga information. Sa ito naman po, yun nga po, ang halimbawa po sa amin, doon po sa bahay namin, dahil po sa internet, nagkakaroon na lang po ng short na lang po yung pag-uusap or yung interaction po namin dahil halos lahat po kami busy sa pag-usap. Tapos fake news po, sa Facebook po, kahit saan po mga social media, marami po tayo nakikita marami po tayong mga informations na alam po natin na hindi po lahat reliable. Tapos, ang reviews may dami siya. Impacts of the information age. Yung impacts po ng information age sa society. Media often report that intense use of internet increases the risk of isolation, alienation, and withdrawal from society, but available evidence shows that the internet neither isolates people nor reduces sociability. It actually increases sociability, civic engagement, and the intensity of family and friendship relationships in all cultures. Yung nag-impact po sa society or sa people within the society ay mas lalo nagkaroon ng connection from one person to another, and especially yung mga nasa malalayong lugar, we can easily reach them. The socialization and building of unexpected friendship, lalo na sa mga social media platforms na ginagamit natin, and openness to all cultures. The virtual life is becoming more social than the physical life, but it's less a virtual reality than a real virtuality, facilitating real-life work and urban living. Next naman po ay sa work or business. Technology has also allowed a substantial portion of work and the workforce to move beyond the confines of a traditional office. Because of the technology we have right now, it makes the work easier and faster. Dahil sa social media, nagkakaroon din ng mga online business and online transactions dahil sa technology na meron tayo. Nakakapag-order tayo ng mga food at may mga apps din tayong ginagamit for services like transportation. And doon nagkaroon din ng pandemic, nauso po yung work from home. So, hindi talaga tayo pwedeng lumabas. And by that, technology is a big help. At yun yung naging impact ng technology sa generation natin ngayon. Next.
tuloy naman, tapos hindi lang rin.
Tapos hindi nag-save.
Hindi ko alam kung hindi na.
Ang video mo pero hindi nag-save.
Next po sa management of resources.
Meron pa?
Dahil sa technology, mas nagiging organized ang isang business o mas nai-utilize ng maayos ang mga resources. Halimbawa sa isang company, dahil sa kanilang mga devices na ginagamit, ay nalalaman nila agad ang mga nangyayari inside and outside the company. The financial status at possible problems na maaaring makaharap nila. And when it comes to managing employees, aside from employee management, automation tools help in reducing paper use and organizing data entry. And by the use of technology, they can easily manage the resources that they have. Thank you po.